players who are part of that organization seem to want to stay in San Antonio. One thing we'll see tonight, Brent, is a lot of terrific rebounding battles. We love guys that clean the glass. Both teams can do it.
And you want to watch those guys who have an innate ability to rebound, Kevin, and how it is that they prepare while their perimeter players are taking the shots. It's almost as if they're predicting where the shots are going to come from, and then they're in great rebounding position, collecting anything that comes off.
It's a skill, isn't it? Being in the right position, knowing where that ball is going to hit the rim and where it's going to go.
It's a tremendous skill, and it's a tremendous asset for any coach to grab extra possessions because you have a great rebound.
A look at the San Antonio Spurs opening lineup. Leonard and Aldridge, the two stars at the 3 and the 4. Parker and Green, the tried and tested backcourt. And it's Gasol at the center.
Well, the defense is attacking Westbrook, and he's attacking right back.
Now here's Parker. Up top, Leonard. Back to Parker. Gasol, a screen on Westbrook. Shot clock at 5. Gasol wide open. He fires. And no good to start the night, missing his first attempt there. Parker against Westbrook. Oklahoma City moving it around. Here's Roberson. Jacks up a 3. Great tee that time from Green.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Leonard dishes to Gasol. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Gasol's got his first points in this one.
And Gasol excels from that mid-range area. If you leave him open from there, you're going to pay the price.
Spurs have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. And here's Leonard from 3. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Kicks to Westbrook. To the paint. Here's Roberson. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
Well, that's one of his best attributes, is his passes hit guys in stride.
George against Parker. Pass to Leonard. Lets it go from 14. And he gets it to go. Leonard's got his second bucket of the night.
And there just aren't many guys that have a more devastating mid-range game. Leonard has fine-tuned that shot to where it's almost automatic.
Spurs have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Parker kicks to Leonard. Paul George with the steal. And now here's George, the fast break opportunity that gives them the lead.
How's that for a quick possession?
He did not hesitate one bit. Great explosion.
Aldridge sets up the pick now for Parker. Gasol. And it's good on the assist by Parker.
Yeah, and that's what you want from your point guard. Parker distributing the ball wonderfully on that possession.
Here's Westbrook, rejected by Gasol. Parker outside. Aldridge with it. Cantor covering. Aldridge kicks to Parker. Shot clock at 6. Here's Gasol. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Adams' shot is off.
He looked like he was in rhythm to shoot that one, guys, especially as open as he was. Just clanged it.
Parker outside. He kicks to Leonard. Outside Aldridge. Green, the pass to Gasol. Gasol with another miss. The Thunder have gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. Cantor with a screen on Parker. In the corner, George with it. Nailed from three-point land. George has got 5.
Well, people talk so much about shoot first guy with Westbrook. How about that time finding the open man? still think about the amazing fact that Russell Westbrook came into the NBA as a two guard and not a true point. He's becoming one of the most effective distributors in the league.
Basket counts, and that's now 6 points for Pau Gasol. Oklahoma City's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Right side, Westbrook. Jumper off the screen. No good that time.
Yeah, it's one of those quarters where you're just incredibly frustrated that you did not impact it the way you wanted to. So nothing going right now.
Here's Gasol. Nice 4 for 7 from the floor with that shot. You talk, Brent, about Westbrook's passing. He draws so much attention with his scoring. He draws multiple defenders.
Well, I think the 2015-16 season showed tremendous amount of maturity in Russell Westbrook's game in being a playmaker for this team. Almost a fifth of his passes resulted in made baskets. That's easily the best in the league. He's a good shot creator, but his passing step in the right direction.
And that one's good. Parker.
And how about the commitment of Gasol on the screen, doing whatever he can to open up shots for his teammates.
Screen by Adams. Short. And the shot no good, a bit short. The Spurs have gone 7 of 11 from the field to begin the game. Parker kicks to Aldridge. He dishes it to Leonard. Gasol setting the pick for Leonard. Outside, Green. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Green's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And don't look now. If there's anything Leonard could improve upon, it's getting his teammates more involved. Exhibit A, that assist. Well, a tough year for Danny Green in 2015-16, the worst shooting numbers since his rookie season in the league. I expect a bounce back from him at some point. He's too good to not let that happen.
And Oklahoma City making a change here. Patterson's checked in. San Antonio also making some changes. Manu Ginobili's checked in for Green. And it's Mills in for Tony Parker. Thunder trailing by 4. And Brent, after signing that 4-year, $40 million contract, a lot of people thought Green left a lot of money on the table.
Well, given his play last season, he played a bit down to the contract, if there is such a thing. I think it's a blip. With LaMarcus Aldridge joining the team and Kawhi Leonard feeling himself out, Danny Green will get back in that slot quickly.
And Mills kicks to Gasol. Dishes it to Leonard. Gasol, a screen on George to the left side wing. The 3 from Mills. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
To the inside. Leonard with the steal. The feed to Mills. Looking for Aldridge. He gets it there. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. And it's good. 2 points. And here's Westbrook. 5 points in the game. Feeds it to George. Patterson setting the pick for George. From deep. Can't hit that one. Now San Antonio takes it the other way. Now Ginobili. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Gasol kicks to Leonard. Mills in the corner. Aldridge a screen. Ring shot on the way. The putback. It's good on the putback. And the Spurs lead by 5.
High-level offensive rebounder. Aldridge has the wingspan and timing to get to those.
Outside Westbrook. Pass to George. Adams with the screen on Leonard. The three from George. Kept alive. He can't get it to go. On offense, here are the Spurs. They're on a 14-6 run. The dish to Gasol. Now the pass to Ginobili. He feeds it to Aldridge. No good off the front iron.
And you know what? That's one of those heat checks if he's taking shots like that.
And even though he's been on a roll tonight, that one was a bit forced.
Here's the screen. The three from George. That doesn't go either for George.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Pass to Gasol. Kicks it to Leonard. To the inside, Aldridge. The rebound by Patterson.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt.
Buries it from three-point range.
Well, improving as a setup man every year, Westbrook could become one of those guys, dare I say, double-digit assists every season.
Mills dishes to Leonard. Aldridge a screen. Off the screen. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. And here comes the break. Here's George. Adams. It's good on the putback. And it's a tie ball game.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
And Mills kicks to Aldridge. Outside Leonard. 1:52 left in the first quarter of the game. Here's Aldridge. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face. And the Spurs lead by 2.
It's an underrated strength of LaMarcus Aldridge, able to power in the shot even when being fouled.
Pass to Roberson. Outside, George. 5 on the clock. Launches it. George missing again. San Antonio's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. And last season we had Kobe's retirement, but in the offseason we said goodbye to another legend, the terrific Tim Duncan. You know, Greg, there was talk he might hang it up, and he felt that he didn't have any more in him and called it a career after 19 incredible record-breaking seasons.
Yeah, and Timmy retired in the most Duncan way possible. Just quietly let it happen in the midst of the summer. No farewell tour or any of that. A big hit to the game of basketball to see one of the all-time greats walk away, but arguably one of the best two-way players to have ever played the game.
One thing that Greg is often underappreciated about Pau Gasol is just how aware he is out on the floor, not only on the defensive end, how he'll help out, but also his vision as a passer on the offensive side.
Really, Kevin, one of the best passing bigs to ever play the game, and it's a part of why he's been the crux of so many offenses. Very good at identifying and exploiting a mismatch for himself or others. Never forces things on offense and always takes what the team's given. And over the years, Gasol has proven himself to be a valuable teammate, someone guys love to be around, a guy that plays well with just about anybody.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Nick Collison's checked in for Steven Adams. Grant comes in for George. ABC's checked in for Andre Robertson. That's Felton in for Russell Westbrook. No good on the second free throw.
And this last offseason, Pau Gasol coming over to the Spurs in free agency. It seems to be the exact kind of player that the Spurs would want on their team, especially with his basketball IQ. Pau liked the fit as well, and it didn't take long for him to join San Antonio.
Dishes to Patterson. Rebound San Antonio. Gasol's got 4 rebounds in this game. Ginobili kicks to Gay. Beyond the arc. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Spurs out in front, up 2. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Oklahoma City. And a chance to hear from Tony Parker, who said he lives for the challenge of
I always try to improve and get better, and Pop always challenged me. He came to me and he said, you know, good players, they can have a great season, but the great players, they have many great seasons. So he said, what you want to be?
And in Tony Parker's case, great is what he wanted to be and has been for a long time.
You know, that's great because that shows Pops and why he's one of the best in the game. You got to be able to drive and motivate and also give the confidence, and that's what's happened with Tony Parker. Remember when he first came on the scene, it was not a cakewalk for him. He had his struggles, and now we're talking about a guy who's going to be in the Hall of Fame.
And off we go, a close game now starting the second quarter. And guys, what's your take on the Spurs so far?
It's been about the pace. You can see they're going to try to keep this game in the open floor.
Once they get out there in the open court, the speed and athleticism just takes over. Not much you can do to stop it.
On the court for San Antonio here in the second. Parker and Green, the tried and tested backcourt. Laverne is out there with Anderson. And it's Gay in at the small forward position. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, we know Greg Popovich uses a lot of different tools to motivate his players. Sometimes it's the things he doesn't say that works best. Popovich said, sometimes in timeouts, I'll say, I've got nothing for you. We just turned it over 6 times. Everybody's holding the ball. What do you want me to do? Figure it out. Now get up and walk away. Because it's true. It's on them. Kevin?
Thanks, DA. That accountability goes a long way. Parker outside. Here's Laverne. Yep, that one goes in there. And the Spurs lead by 2.
Once Laverne gets positioned down low, it's pretty much game over. Hard to root him out.
Felton kicks to Collison. There's a screen by Cantor. And it's Cantor again missing. For San Antonio, they've gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Parker kicks to Green. At the top of the key, Laverne. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a 3-point play.
How about battling through the impact there and then willing that basketball in?
And you have to like what Danny Green, Brent, brings to the table defensively. Long arms. Very quick for his size. And he can defend 1 through 3.
Well, that's a pretty good tandem if you're suiting up next to Kawhi Leonard. Kawhi takes the stronger guy, and Danny Green usually goes to the quickness defensively. And Green also a strong defensive rebounder and one of the better perimeter shot blockers in the game.
Cantor with a screen on Parker. Here's Ferguson. Tries again. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
And this is what he's worked on. As Cantor has become a more polished inside scorer, he's been drawing more fouls. Well, what you have to like about Enes Kanter, defense aside, is that he's an efficient scorer. He's got great instincts to offensive rebound and be in position for somebody to feed him the ball on the inside.
And for Cantor, his play is what everyone envisioned for him when he was taken 3rd overall back in that 2011 draft.
Well, the hopes for every general manager looking at Cantor was that he'd be a great low-post scorer, and that's where he's shown most of his prowess. There and at the offensive glass, where he just simply swallows everything up and puts it back in the basket.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Now the feed to Collison. Passes it to Felton. Oklahoma City moving it around. Right block shot, and he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And San Antonio called for the foul.
The strength and skill level of Cantor, just too much to handle there.
He's made 1 and missed 1 so far in the game. One item with Russell Westbrook and the big contract for Enes Kanter. The Thunder without a lot of financial wiggle room right now.
Well, with Westbrook, we've talked about how much on a nightly basis you're going to have a chance to win regular season games. But with the loss of Ibaka and Durant, it opens up a huge opportunity for a big man to step up and contribute. One of the things Billy Donovan has to be proud in what he saw last year was Steven Adams and his progression in the middle. Can Enes Kanter now become that guy to play consistently on the inside for OKC?
Parker with it. Now Felton defending. Parker's shot is off.
Well, he really T-Rexed that one, guys, short-arming it. He should have taken more time to make sure he was comfortable shooting it.
Here's Kanter. Plays it up and banks it in. Kanter's got 9.
We might be in for a career night here, guys. He was solid in the first quarter. He's been even better here in the second.
Parker passes to Laverne. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker. Parker's got his 4th assist in this one. Thunder trailing by 4. Outside, Felton. He kicks it to Kanter from 13. And he gets the kind bounce as that one drops in for it. 11 points in the game.
He's getting anything he wants out there. He has this look in his eyes that says, nobody's going to stop me, not tonight.
There's the screen. And Anderson kicks to Gay. Offline with his 3.
Yeah, credit the D there. Got his hands up and made sure he wasn't comfortable on the release.
Well, sometimes coaches just tell you about changing shots rather than blocking shots. Something like that won't show up in the stat sheet, but just as important, trust me, coaches know.
Takes the 13-footer. Good as the jump shot falls. And the Spurs lead by 4. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. Felton with the ball. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. And he was camped in the lane there, and he gets the 3-second call. George is checked in for Nick Collison. San Antonio leading by 4. Gay outside. Back to Laverne. Green kicks to Parker. Gay against George. Green inside the 3-point line. It doesn't go for him. And it's Oklahoma City the other way. And George kicks to Kanter. Back to George. He dishes it to Grant. Leaps for it, and it's out of bounds. Oklahoma City able to retain possession here. For the Thunder, Steven Adams comes in for Jeremy Grant, and Russell Westbrook is subbed in for ABC. And San Antonio with the change here, too. Leonard's checked in. Here's Westbrook, and it's wide right. Hits off the rim. San Antonio's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. And the wide open shot from Green. No good from outside.
And just not able to find the target from 3-point range here in the second quarter, although he did knock down one in the first.
They get the rebound. That is good, and the Spurs lead is cut down to just 2 points on the bucket from Adams.
Adams, such a physical presence out there on the glass. This is how he gets a lot of his points.
Now here's Gay. Inside, Green dishes to Leonard. And then Leonard with the dunk.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling. Westbrook kicks to Kanter. Left block shot on the way. And it's Kanter again missing. Leonard the pass to Parker. Outside, Green. Back to Parker. From the baseline. Stolen by Westbrook. And here we go with Westbrook running it up the court. The shot's good from Kanter.
This team would be in some bad shape, guys, if he wasn't scoring like this right now.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game. Every year, they'll always put out an NBA survey of who is the toughest to guard. No surprise that Russell Westbrook is almost always at the top of the list in those surveys. He just, Greg, strikes fear in opposing defenders.
And Kevin, it's a result of several factors in terms of why he tops that list. He has the game and the body to punish you for all 4 quarters, and he never lets up in his intensity. And also a knack for putting players who are caught sleeping on posters. It is both physically and mentally draining guarding a guy like Westbrook.
And without his sharp shooting, who knows where they'd be right now.
The shot drops. His shooting percentage improves. He's 3 for 7 now with that basket.
Great recognition there from Russell Westbrook. You take away his path to the basket, he can still just rise up and get you from the mid-range.
Aldridge a screen. Adams against Leonard. And it's Leonard again missing. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 6 of 13 so far from the field here in the second quarter. Fires from deep. Here's Adams. The shot goes down and it gets this game back to even. Adams has got 8 points.
Well, using his wide frame right there, Adams able to get the position he wants and drops it through.
Feeds to Leonard. And stolen by Patterson. Another miss by Leonard. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 7 of 15 from the field here in the second quarter, just under 50% shooting. Outside Westbrook. Down low, 6 on the shot clock. Gay outside. Here's Mills. Russell Westbrook with the rebound.
His team is counting on him to knock down looks like that. It has to mess with your confidence a little bit.
And they take the lead. 10 points for him.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Aldridge a screen. From deep, Gay. That's a bucket. His 3rd of the game. He shot the ball 7 times.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Outside Westbrook. George sets a screen for Westbrook. Adams with the screen on Gay. Westbrook against Ginobili. Unloads. And it's off the back rim. No good. San Antonio leading. And Mills kicks to Gay. There's a screen. Mills dishes to Leonard. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
San Antonio's gone 1 of 4 from 3-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Now here's Mills, guarded closely. Shot on the wing. Another miss by Leonard.
Terrific defense. They definitely read the scouting report on this guy and could not have played him more perfectly there.
Here's George. He's got 11. Here's Adams. He gets it in there.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Roberson, he's checked in for the Thunder. And San Antonio with the change here, too. Gasol's checked in. For Oklahoma City, they have been successful on 3 of their 4 free throw attempts up to this point.
And it's been an average year, really, at the free throw line for this group, only around 75%.
Gasol setting the pick for Leonard. To the paint. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. They get Russell Westbrook. And defense, not always something that gets a ton of attention, Brent, but it's the other half of the coin. It makes a difference when you think of perimeter defense. Who comes to mind as best guys at that position?
Well, Kawhi Leonard is causing all kinds of havoc for multiple players in our league right now from the wing. And you combine his athleticism his length, his timing, and then the stability, Kevin, of really the defensive structure around him. That really pronounces him as one of the game's premier defenders.
The versatility, him, Green, I mean, these guys can guard a lot of different positions.
Yeah, again, there's ways that great coaches in our league teach professional teams that you can also have schemes defensively and just as many plays defensively to be effective on that end of the floor. But that part is about effort. And you look at the Thunder last season, they were slept on as a contender for the title. Warriors and Spurs, very, very good, but in the same conference. Might have helped the Thunder to stay focused and fly under the radar just a little bit more.
Outside, George. And there's the pass to Patterson. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. And the Thunder lead by 2.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
And usually the Thunder are favorites to go deep, and that's exactly what they did last year, all the way to the Western Conference Finals.
Well, you look at what Westbrook represented in Oklahoma City over the past 5 or 6 seasons, and there's no doubt with that kind of talent, you're going to have a chance every year, Kevin, to make a deep push.
Oklahoma City's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Here's Patterson, and he uses the glass on the layup.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
That one drops for him. Aldridge has got the game tied up here for the Spurs.
Well, this is something he's working on. A good natural leader from the point guard position wants to help out by becoming a better facilitator.
Adams with the screen on Leonard. Back to Westbrook. Off target with his 3.
Yeah, his shot just doesn't seem to be synced up right now. Here's hoping he finds it soon because his team is really going to need that production tonight.
And that one's good by Aldridge. Tight game here in Oklahoma City. It's 9 seconds separating the shot.
Whoa! Wow. Good look out. And you talk about momentum. That sort of action delivers a type of energy to your team that you just cannot quantify.
Well, I'm going to quantify something right now, Greg. This is a close game, and that was something special. And that was Kia bringing you the close-up on the big-time play. San Antonio shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
Shooting 2.
Free throw good. Mills.
Really a great free throw shooter. It's unfortunate Mills gets to the line infrequently, partly because of the minutes.
Nick Collison's checked in for Oklahoma City. ABC comes in for George. And San Antonio with the change here, too. Anderson, he's checked in for Leonard.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
And here's Westbrook. 9 points in the game so far. Pulls it up. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Spurs lead by 2. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, this has been a good game here after one half. Everybody, welcome back to the halftime show. Ernie Johnson, Shaq, Kenny Smith. A pretty close game for the Spurs throughout the first quarter. They saw their lead grow to a high water mark of 5 in the period. The second quarter was dead even in terms of their scoring output for both teams, and they still find themselves in a good position at the half. Kenny, what was your take on San Antonio?
Well, their reserves showed up tonight, not just on hustle plays, but in points. And that's what you got to do coming off the bench to maximize your minutes.
And big fella, let's get your thoughts on the Thunder.
Well, I thought the one bright spot was the effort on the glass. Several times when momentum was sliding, getting a timely rebound really lifted them. The strong work on the glass is key because that's how you string together a series of big stops.
And that about wraps it up, as the second half is just moments away. Now down to Kevin Harlan and the rest of the crew, and we will see you after the game, won't we?
Yes, we will.
Yes, we will.
Welcome back to Oklahoma City, everyone. You can see Chesapeake Energy Arena there in the background as the cars stream down I-40. Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see now if one can pull out a way here in the third. It's been a clinic so far from Enes Kanter.
And his play in that first half, how about the discipline to go along with the efficiency, guys? His shot selection was just perfect.
Might also look at the coach and his game plan in terms of trying to find those good looks. They'll be looking to do the same here down the stretch.
Spurs shooting 52% from the floor. Nice work so far from them. Westbrook and Robertson are the backcourt pair. The Stash brothers, Kanter and Adams inside. And it's George in at the 3, the small forward. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. Shot clock at 6. Leonard the pass to Parker. It's stolen by Adams. George with the ball. Leonard picks him up. Here's Kanter. And they had their chances. 2 offensive rebounds, but they still come up empty. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, after suffering a hip injury at Texas, LaMarcus Aldridge spent 2 months shooting from a chair, and his form improved dramatically. Now his go-to move is his fadeaway, high-release jumper. It's an unstoppable shot, and Aldridge is so confident in it, he says, once the shot's up, I'm getting back on D. Kevin?
Thanks, D.A. He's got a great touch.
Yeah, AM doesn't stand for morning with Westbrook. It stands for attack mode.
And certainly LaMarcus Aldridge has the capability to be a go-to scorer, but Brent, he takes a lot of mid-range contested jump shots. Those aren't historically really Spurs types of shots.
Well, it's been interesting, Kevin, because LaMarcus Aldridge is so good at the mid-range that it's made Popovich rethink some of his offensive calibration, and they've searched him out in the spots where he's best. I think his comfort level continues to rise inside of this offense, and he'll get more and more efficient.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Parker kicks to Gasol. Here's Leonard. Good, and the assist goes to Gasol. That's 12 points for Leonard.
And this is where Leonard has become so difficult to defend. He can beat you with a variety of moves inside, including the one we just saw.
George dishes to Westbrook. He feeds it to Kanter. Outside Westbrook. The Thunder with another miss.
Well, they got to be more active on offense and maybe a little bit more aggressive going to the rim. 0 of 4. Not impressive thus far.
Gasol, a screen on Westbrook. Here's Aldridge. And Robertson pulls it down. Thunder trailing by 4. There's the dish to Kanter. They set the pick. Kicks it to Adams. Adams sets the pick for George. In the corner, it's Westbrook. Another miss by Westbrook.
Now that's a shot right there he's going to hit 9 times out of 10. We just saw the 10% he doesn't make.
Parker kicks to Aldridge. From 12 feet out. Aldridge can't get that one to fall. Oklahoma City's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Robertson the pass to Westbrook. Kanter with a screen on Parker. George with no one around. His 3-pointers off the mark.
And he's really having all sorts of problems with his jumper right now.
And this is one of those slumps that you'll just probably want to shoot your way out of.
Hits the 3-point bomb.
Well, that is what he does, just deadly beyond the arc. Green is one of those guys you cannot afford to leave for a second.
Adams with the screen on Leonard. George. And again, no good by Oklahoma City.
Those are the shots that you expect him to make. You've seen it before, and so far, just not on his A game tonight.
Parker with it. Westbrook picks him up. Parker dishes to Aldridge. Aldridge can't get that one to fall. Under trailing by 7. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And that one's good, George.
Is it possible his sweet touch is getting sweeter, guys?
Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. And out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession.
Now, I don't know if he just lost sight of the lines on the floor, but he seemed perfectly oblivious to where he was on the court, guys.
And the Thunder making a change here. Felton's checked in. Then for the Spurs, Laverne comes in for LaMarcus Aldridge. And Rudy Gay is subbed in for Kawhi Leonard. And Adams kicks to Roberson. And down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Pass to Gay. George with the defensive effort. Oklahoma City has gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Roberson can't hit.
Ill-advised shot there.
And he knows it. Got locked into scoring mode. Couldn't pull it back.
Harkin. Here's Laverne. Shoots it. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. You played for, what was it, 6 different teams over your terrific career. We're seeing less and less players remain on the same team for their entire career. Do you think that's a good thing or a bad thing for the game of basketball?
I think it's a thing that just can't be avoided nowadays with the way the contracts and free agency are set up and the way the teams like to maneuver around. One of the things, Kevin, I think that's taken effect is a quick trigger from a lot of the younger owners that the NBA has where they don't have immediate success. They're not willing to go the patient route and wait for guys to develop, wait for guys to see their talent and come to fruition with the team that they're with. And so you'll continue to see plenty of player movement as the league moves on.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Grant's checked in. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe.
And when you look at the Spurs, it's about the offensive philosophy in terms of ball movement. You look at the numbers, players shoot much more efficiently off of the catch than they do with the dribble. The Spurs exemplify the good to great in ball movement.
Spurs leading by 3. Pass to Parker. Dishes it to Laverne. And Laverne throws it down.
Just a great playmaking sequence by Parker there, coming away with the assist.
To the inside. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3. And the Spurs offense, just beautiful basketball. They call it good to great. You pass up a good shot to set up your teammate with a great shot.
Well, I think what they do well, Kevin, is always explore what it is they can get to first. If it happens in the first 6 seconds, they'll take advantage of you. And if they don't, they'll get into the half court, run multiple pick and rolls, and every time somebody needs an outlet, there's a guy in the right spot to bail you out on the possession. It's often beautiful to watch.
Here's Gay, and the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Gay.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Oklahoma City trailing. Now George. He's got 14. There's a screen by Cantor. Yes! And the foul. They get Paul Gasol.
A poor choice by the defender. Cantor is a sizable guy to wrap up, but you have to do it or risk giving up the bucket plus a free throw.
This is his 3rd trip to the free throw line in the game.
And his average at the line stands at about 79% right now, so solid numbers in that department.
And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point.
Surveying the Thunder roster here, and a lot of the players on it were their own draft picks. They've done a great job of identifying some talent late in rounds in the draft. Found a good amount of rotation players even when they were going deep into the playoffs.
And it's out of bounds to the Spurs as San Antonio retains possession. Outside, Green. Felton against Parker. And Grant sends it back. This is it to Roberson. The feed now to Cantor. Gasol with the steal. Gay with it. He's got 7. Gasol, no good. And for the Thunder and their draft success, Brent, it's so important as they aren't usually big players in free agency.
Well, that's a tip of the cap you have to give to their general manager to continue to seek out players that are going to complement the team. Just invaluable. Coach Pop often talks about the value of corporate knowledge, the procedures and shared philosophies that guide his basketball teams year after year. They're actually compiling a database called the Spurs Way to make sure that knowledge is passed down over time.
And that one misses. And you think of the incredible success, Brent, the Spurs have enjoyed. You know it firsthand. You'd love to look at that written record for the Spurs and see that recipe.
Well, as much as there's X's and O's that go on in between the lines for the San Antonio Spurs, it's just very hard to duplicate or emulate what it is that the Spurs have been able to find in terms of the character of their team. That's what many franchises right now, Kevin, I don't think have a great handle on.
Anderson the screen. Feeds it to Mills. To the middle. Here's Laverne. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot two.
Well, with defenses so predicated on taking away threes and layups, the Spurs zigged while everyone else zagged. Got a bunch of mid-range shooters last season. It's a fail-safe strategy. They want three-pointers and layups, but if they can't get them, they've got the guys to knock down the in-between.
That free throw, good from Laverne. And talking about the Spurs' good mid-range shooters, for them, Brent, an open shot from that distance is a good look.
Well, I think Greg Popovich did a great job, Kevin, of assembling a roster of mid-range shooters who can be quite deadly there. So the offense is set up to find those shots with good ball movement and good player movement. It's not settling for the mid-range. That's what they're looking to get.
Ray, you're a two-time NBA champion. What's it like when you first reached that tremendous goal of winning a title after the long, arduous season before it?
Well, it's such a long year, and you spend so much time with your group of guys and your coaching staff that when it's finally over, there's just an incredible amount of elation and celebration and the work that you've put in all year long. I would tell you, Kevin, it's something that you remember. It's hard to express in words what that connection is, and it lasts for the rest of your life. When you run into your teammates and you see your coaches, you can immediately snap back to what it was that season represented for you and how much it meant for you and your career.
And probably you think on those seasons going by in a blink of an eye. Some seasons last forever. Other seasons like those, I imagine, seem like just a snap of a finger.
They do, and the memories last even longer, Kevin. You know, trophies are for gathering dust. That's one thing, but memories last a lifetime.
Where are your rings right now? You keep them stashed away? Do you ever wear them?
I never wear them, and if I'm honest with you, I'm not sure where they are, but they're safe. Because if I don't know where they are, if I don't know where they are, if somebody were to rob my house, they don't know where they are either.
But they recover it. Now, here's Felton. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Inside, here's Collison. That's good, and so Felton has the assist there. Felton's got 4 assists in the game. Spurs trail by 8. Here's Mills. 6 points for him. Gay up top. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. And Greg Popovich, coach of the Spurs, at times we've seen him be a little prickly with the media. If he doesn't like a question, you know, Brent, he'll let you know about it.
Well, I know the shtick for some people, Kevin, has gotten a little bit tiresome, but that's not who Greg Popovich is as a coach. He just doesn't like to do those in-game interviews. It's kind of like you sitting with me doing a broadcast.
You're right. Patrick Patterson, he's checked in for Enes Kanter. LaMarcus Aldridge is checked in for San Antonio. Ginobili comes in for Green. Rudy Gay hits them both.
And one of the problems in the first half, that shoddy work at the free throw line. They needed to fix that, and they've been much improved since the break.
Patterson, the screen. Out to the right wing. Stolen by Ginobili. Gay kicks to Mills. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Offensive rebound. Anderson passes to Mills. Good. Mills has got 8 points.
For a guy who makes his living behind the three-point line, Mills looks comfortable there, taking it inside.
And the pass to Ferguson. He kicks to Collison. He dishes it to Felton. Here's Ferguson. Good. A nice assist from Felton. ABC's got 9 points now in just the second half. Now here's Mills. He's covered by Grant. And that one's good by Gay.
And they're just raining threes on both ends.
It's one of those things, the team hits from downtown. The other side immediately wants to get back those points.
Patterson, the screen. Grant sets a screen for Felton. Pass to Ferguson. He feeds it to Patterson. Grant dishes to Collison. Just 5 on the clock. Tries a three. Some solid defense from Gay. Spurs trail by 4. Mills in the corner. Anderson the screen. And Mills kicks to Anderson. And here's Gay outside. Aldridge, the pass to Ginobili. Goes up again, and a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
And there's that deceptive quickness. Ginobili, on a per-minute basis, he can still draw fouls with the best of them. And really, the Spurs, for most of Manu Ginobili's career, have limited his minutes. Last season, the least minutes of his career, and the Spurs look to keep him fresh and healthy come playoff time so he can be a major contributor.
And Manu has dealt with injuries through his career. The Spurs trying to rein him in at times. They've forbidden him to play for the Argentinian national team.
Over his strong protest, that roster for Argentina, known as the Golden Generation, with an incredible gold medal winning team and rightfully a huge source of pride for Manu Ginobili.
And a shooting guard by position, but Ginobili can run an offense, Brent, like a point guard, can he?
He's an incredible playmaker and has surreal vision. That's something he's gotten better at year after year. And he's so good at running pick and rolls, slithering around, using his body, always gets to that left side. I don't know how he does it, Kevin, but always gets left.
Aldridge a screen for the tie, and it's laid in by Gay. Gay's got it all tied up now for the Spurs.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Patterson, the screen. Mills with the steal. Anderson dishes to Ginobili. 1:25 left in the third quarter. Clock at 6. There's the dish to Mills. Stolen by Westbrook. From 17 feet out, Marcus Aldridge grabs the miss. Aldridge has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Now here's Mills. He's covered by Westbrook.
Well, if Parker is the slower point guard at this point, Patty Mills comes in and definitely changes the pace for the Spurs. Out of Australia, a shoot-first guard who can hit off the bounce and off the catch. And so that three-point shooting ability puts pressure on teams. He's also a pest defensively, likes to get up and into guys.
And they now lead as the free throw drops for him. And Brent, you talk about Mills' ability to pressure defensively. Very quick, and he gets a lot of steals.
Sometimes he can get caught gambling at times, can Patty, but on the whole, a very capable defender, a bit of a gnat out there, and a valuable player when you consider he went undrafted out of St. Mary's of Moraga.
To the middle. Here's Patterson. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Patterson's got 6.
Ooh, good eyes. Found the open man and delivered an accurate pass.
Now here's Mills. Defense right on him. And Andre Robertson is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul of the game. And the bonus will go to the free throw line. Free throw good. Mills. He doesn't get the second one.
They come away with the lead, but I'm sure he's kicking himself over that last miss.
Right side, Westbrook. Down low. Tries to save it. In transition, here comes San Antonio.
Oh! Have it out of hats.
Yeah, how about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
Well, we've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for them.
Well, this team now has to settle in right here and have a great possession without getting so aggressive that you compound your mistake.
And that replay sponsored by Kia, the Kia Slam Cam, giving us a great look at that one. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. It's San Antonio as they wrap up the third quarter with a massive 16-5 run. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. A chance now to hear Greg Popovich talking to his team just moments ago.
This game is a big boy game. Physicality, toughness with the ball, and transition D is equally important. Love it. You know what you got to do.
We have to love Greg Popovich. Starts off by challenging his guys and then gives them encouragement.
Yeah, and that's what the great coaches do. I mean, they know when to push and when to pull, how to keep guys motivated.
All right, the fourth quarter of action getting underway. We've had a great one so far with both sides coming to play. Our fourth quarter action underway presented by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. On the floor for San Antonio, the defensive duo of Green and Leonard make up the perimeter. Anderson is out there with Pau Gasol, and it's Parker in at point. Kicks to Leonard. Whistle blows. Yep, that's going to be a travel.
Yeah, just one turnover in the first half, but it's been a different story here in the second half. He is not doing a good job of keeping the ball in his mitts.
Outside Westbrook. Cantor with a screen on Parker. And here's George for three. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Westbrook's got 9 assists in the game. Great passing. And here is Parker. Pass to Leonard. Another miss by Leonard.
Fantastic team defensive effort there. They made him uncomfortable taking that inside look, and it showed in the release.
In the corner, George with it. Screen by Adams. Oklahoma City moving it around. Cantor kicks to George. George missing again.
Yeah, he is struggling mightily, but his teammates in this one have picked him up.
Parker outside. Dishes it to Green. Gasol passes to Anderson, and the shot goes in. Anderson's got the game tied up here for the Spurs.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They've worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down.
And here's George for three. That doesn't go either for George.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And Parker just super efficient at shooting from inside the paint with shots like that one.
And Roberson kicks to Westbrook. Back to Roberson. On the money from 12 feet away.
Oh, and he likes the mid-range, Jay. You have to get right up on him if you want to stop it.
Outside Leonard. Good-looking screen by Gasol. To the inside. The jump hook, and it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. And the Spurs lead by 2.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Passes it to George. Takes the three. Drills it from outside. George has got 6 points in the quarter.
3 triples in the first half, 3 in the second. Boy, do they add up.
The Spurs have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. There's the feed to Anderson. Leonard on the wing, defended by George. Parker, right side, 6 to shoot. Takes a 3. Offensive rebound. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
Well, Adams right now looks like a giant out there. 7'4" wingspan, collects that rebound.
Rudy Gay's checked in for San Antonio. And watching Adams go to work out there, he is a bit of an old school big man in the sense that, Brent, he'll throw his weight around and look to intimidate the other team.
Yeah, Adams willing to take on that role, take the punches and take the hits for the rest of his team. And it goes along with his great defensive instincts, I think. His activity down low, certainly a big help for this team's defense.
And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook.
Typically, you don't have a lot of sets that get through Steven Adams. But on the offensive end tonight, he's been aggressive.
Parker kicks to Gay. And Green now, top of the key, to halt the run. Westbrook pulls it in. Westbrook's got 3 rebounds now in this one.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Fades back. The rebound by the Spurs. Gay's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Parker outside. Good looking screen by Gasol. Got it. Good job in the low post.
And the long arms that Gasol has is what allows him to drop dunks on defenders. What a powerful force close to the rim.
To the paint, here's Cantor. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. And the Thunder lead by 6.
Yeah, crafty pass inside gets them that nice look.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Leonard dishes to Gay. Outside, George. Feeds to Adams. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
You always talk about glue guys and guys that do the little things to help their team. Steven Adams is certainly that for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Not a big presence in the box to score. But when you watch him play with his team, he's willing to sacrifice his body, set hard screens, and be a presence on the interior.
That free throw, no good. And thinking again on Adams, the scoring isn't what makes him valuable, Brent. It's his defense and his solid screen setting.
Well, I think it's his idea that the role that he has is something that he's very comfortable with, and he wants to be successful at doing it. He doesn't hurt the team by getting out of his comfort zone.
And he sinks the second.
Well, Adams has his struggles at the free throw line, but he's making strides in that area and still has work to do.
Parker outside. Leonard against Adams. Ball's knocked loose. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Parker's shot is off.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Roberson the pass to George. From the arc. That one doesn't drop. And San Antonio will go the other way with it. George against Gay. Here's Leonard. That one wide left. Oklahoma City leading by 7. Westbrook kicks to Cantor. The Thunder with another miss.
Ill-advised shot there.
And he knows it. Got locked into scoring mode. Couldn't pull it back.
Gasol a screen. Leonard against Cantor. Leonard on the wing. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Well, he's making it look effortless. You combine Leonard's athleticism with his skill set, and now that confidence. Nights like this are inevitable.
Cantor with a screen on Gay. In the corner, it's Westbrook. The shot's good on the assist by George. George has got 4 assists in the game.
Not shy from outside. There's no doubt about that. Spreading the floor and getting them up.
Parker outside. Up top, Leonard. Parker outside. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. And it's Leonard again missing. And here are the Thunder now. They're on a 16-7 run. Westbrook dishes to Cantor. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
The former Turkish star and 3rd overall pick in the 2011 draft, Cantor is still trying to become a dominant force at the NBA level.
And done a much better job from the line this half. They've gotten that percentage up over 80 for the game.
The Spurs making a switch here. Aldridge is checked in. And Cantor drops them both. Spurs trail by 9. Parker outside. He kicks it to Aldridge. The pass to Gay. George with the defensive effort.
And they continue to control the glass.
Adams sets the pick for George. For 3, Westbrook. San Antonio with the rebound. Gasol's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight.
And I bet you'll never see too many guys who can put forth an effort on the boards like this one.
Yeah, just scanning the box score and looking at the rebound total tonight, I don't believe it. Shows the absolute passion he has for that part of the game.
Outside, George. From deep 3-point range. That doesn't go either for George.
Just not sure if he ran out of energy at halftime or what, but so far just not himself in the second half.
Aldridge kicks to Green. He dishes it to Gay. Launches a 3. Another miss by Gay. The Thunder leading by 9. Pass to Roberson. Back to Westbrook. And finished off by Westbrook.
Well, Westbrook just overwhelming the defense right there, like a semi-truck coming at you.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
San Antonio calls timeout.
Just not happy with how his team is playing, and they just have been on the wrong side of this run.
Yeah, right now just getting barbecued. Maybe poor strategy, poor effort, could be both.
ABC's checked in for Oklahoma City. Kawhi Leonard, he's checked in for San Antonio. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Greg Popovich talking to his team during the break. He was not happy with their play. He told them, we're getting outworked out there. Simple as that. We got to dial up our effort. Kevin will see if they have enough to get it done.
Good-looking screen by Gasol. San Antonio again missing. Oklahoma City leading by 11. Inside, Gasol with the steal. Outside, Green. Here's Leonard. It's blocked. Now Westbrook. To the middle. Here's Cantor. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. 22 points for Enes Kanter.
Well, I don't know how to say show in Turkish, but Cantor's putting one on right here.
The dish now to Leonard. To end the drought. Again, Leonard missing.
And he's clearly just disappeared here this quarter, not making any contributions here with his offense.
Feels like he's compounding mistakes, too, because every miss makes him want to force something else. Not the best idea.
Parker kicks to Aldridge. Down low, poked loose. It's stolen by Adams. Roberson the pass to Westbrook. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. And Adams with the slam.
And if you thought this game was over already, You're probably right.
Well, let's give credit to where it is due. They refused to take their foot off the gas pedal, even after it was obvious they were in full control of this basketball game.
A three from Leonard. It's hauled in by Adams. Adams has got 11 rebounds in the game.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for Oklahoma City.
The differential in assists led to a lot of open looks, and it also helped to get more guys involved in the offense easy.
And they made the defense adjust, but they just couldn't come up with an answer.
And while it's a team game, you can't win without guys showing up. And that was the case tonight for Westbrook.
He played some very persistent defense up and down the court tonight, keeping the pressure on throughout the entire game. And let's be honest, they could not handle it. It rattled them. It resulted in a lot of turnovers.
Parker against Westbrook. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. And a new group in here for the Thunder. Nick Collison's checked in for Steven Adams. Patterson comes in for Enes Kanter. Jeremy Grant, he's checked in for Roberson. And it's Felton in for Russell Westbrook. The Spurs also changing it up. Laverne, he's checked in for Gasol. Anderson comes in for LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Ginobili in for Daniel Green. Leonard with the steal. To the inside. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Yeah, how about the body control on that one? Narrowly misses getting the deuce.
That free throw good from Anderson. Mills, he's checked in for Parker. And he makes the first, but misses the second.
Not a perfect trip to the free throw line, but they'll take what they can get at this point.
Felton dishes to Patterson. Grant kicks to Patterson. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. First one falls for him. And Patterson drops them both. 17 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Mills with it. He feeds it to Leonard. That's tipped. So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate